Hi, it's Elaine with MCPS Technology. So, in this short video, I'd like to share with you some of the basic features of YouTube that can make your educator life easier. And who couldn't use some of that, right? Two of the easiest things you can do in YouTube that can help you as a teacher are subscribing to channels and creating playlists. So, we're just going to briefly go through that process. Last time we talked about signing into your YouTube account from your Gmail account. And so that's where I'm at now. And that's where you'll need to be as you carry out these exercises as well. Let's say as a teacher, I'm teaching a unit on, I'm just going to randomly choose quadratic formula. Now, I don't know much about the quadratic formula. Being a former English teacher, I don't even remember it, although I'm sure I learned it. I just randomly chose that, so let's go with that. The first video I see here, I'm going to click on, and it happens to be by Khan Academy. Well, if you haven't been living under a rock, then you know that Khan Academy videos are pretty awesome. So let's say I watch it and I think, wow, these Khan Academy videos are amazing. Wouldn't it be great if I could just have all of them in one place? And so the easiest way to do that is to subscribe to the Khan Academy channel. And it's really as simple as clicking on this big red button. I can see that 3.5 million people have already done so. I just click on it and I'm now subscribed to Khan Academy. And I can get to all those videos quite easily. By clicking on this notification icon, I could also get notified every time Khan Academy makes a video, which sounds great in theory, but be careful about clicking that icon if you're subscribed to lots of channels, because that can get a little overwhelming if you get a notification every time every one of those people makes a video. So let me show you where that subscription lives. You can go home at any time when you're in YouTube by going to the top left and clicking on the menu icon, these three lines, and clicking on home. You can always find your subscriptions in this menu as well. And I have lots of subscriptions. So if I just click on those, I can see them all. I can manage them also from there. You know, sometimes you get into a frenzy and you subscribe to all these channels, and then you might realize that a channel isn't all that you had hoped it would be. If that's the case, you can simply unsubscribe by clicking this button and then unsubscribe. I'm going to subscribe right back to Alice Keeler because she's actually awesome. But that's how easy it is to unsubscribe to a channel. So subscriptions are awesome, and also playlists. So what playlists allow you to do is to curate videos and group them. So if I want to create my own playlist about the quadratic formula, let's just go back there and to that Khan Academy video and click on it again. So a playlist is invented by me, and it's where I collect a group of videos typically on the same subject. Okay. So the way I do that is I need a playlist first. I have to name a playlist first. And there's more than one way to do that, but one of the easiest ways is when you find a video you like that you know you want to make a playlist about, you simply click on this icon that includes the plus sign, which is the add to icon. And so if you've already made any playlists, it's going to give you those as an option. You see I have one called PD Resources here, and I can always add it to the watch later list as well. But what I want to show you here is how simple it is to create a new playlist. So I'm going to give it a name, and I'm just going to call this, again, quadratic formula. If I could type, it would be helpful. All right. And then I can choose to have it public, unlisted, or private, but keep this in mind. YouTube is really set up to be a public site, and if I intend to share this playlist with anyone, including my students, including putting it in Google Classroom and that kind of thing, I want it to be public, or I won't be able to do that. Just click Create, and now I have a playlist called Quadratic Formula, and it only has one video in it. But as I find more quadratic formula videos, and I'm just going to go back to the search bar, randomly click on the second one. Let's say I like this one a lot too. It shows me a different way to teach this concept. So maybe that would reach a student that the other video didn't reach. I can also add it to my excuse me, I can also add it to my playlist by clicking the Add To button. Come on, Add To button. Work with me. And then I go up and just, okay, you're doing this because I'm making a video. There we go. Click on quadratic formula. Do I really have to do this one more? There it is. Okay. So going back to the home, I just want to show you where your playlists live. So they live in your library. Also in the menu, notice I have a new playlist called Quadratic Formula. So I'm going to click on that. And the biggest power of playlists is that you can share them. So I could actually gather resources for a student maybe who was struggling with this topic. If I click on edit, it's going to give me some options. And one of those options is to share my playlist. So, of course, there's some other things I can do. I can delete the videos. I can look at the playlist settings. But here's what I want to share. You can check out that other stuff on your own. I have some social media options here, but check this out. I can email this playlist to someone. So if I just type in my own name here right now, I'm just going to put my address. And then I can also have a message. Hey, I found this playlist. I thought you might enjoy it. So this could be work related. This could be personal. And then I can just send that email and it's going to send a link to that playlist. How awesome is that? That's a little feature that's been right there in YouTube that you probably didn't know about. So, two very powerful features, subscriptions and playlists. I know you're going to love using both of those. So, I send you off now to practice subscribing and making your own playlists.